Yo, what is up? Honestly, I don't really know how to start this, but hey, what's up? If you're anybody that I mentioned, cool. What's up? Hey. But anyways, whoa, thunder go crazy. Anyways, we're gonna talk about just random shit around here, random shit, and we're gonna be playing some random shit too. Why not? By the way, if you guys ever wanna, catch up, see what I'm doing, make sure to follow my Twitch. We're gonna be streaming over there, doing a few things. Anyways, plug out the way. I thought a great first video idea, right, would be, hey, why not talk about some of the cool people in my life, right? Right. Okay. First, let's this wouldn't be a commentary video without some good old Minecraft in the back. Good old fucking Minecraft. I just name this world yapping. Why not? Because we're gonna be yapping. Yeah. But cool people in my life. I guess it would be good to talk about, like, who I am as a person first. I'm 20 years old. I play a lot of games, all right, and I meet a lot of people online, right? And I guess this is a great segue into one of my first people that I think is super cool, and that's let's give him a name. I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but let's think. I'm trying to think. See, I'm just freeballing. I'm just freeballing this, like, I don't know what I'm. I don't really know what I'm doing first video, all right, but you know what? Oh, fuck it. We're just gonna call him by his real name. My close friend Matthew. Matthew is an interesting fella for sure. He's very smart, and how I met him is so funny. Playing Minecraft, right? We played Minecraft. Met through mutuals, right? Whereas, like, I went to this one school. This is another story for another time, but I went to this one school, and yeah, I ran into this guy, and we were like, hey, do you play Minecraft, right? When we played Minecraft on this realm for a little while, and Matthew was one of his friends that was on that realm, and we just it feels like a fever dream, honestly, like, because like overnight, like, he kind of just like was there, it felt like. And then I remember one specific moment. This was back in 2019, by the way, right? This is like pre-pandemic type vibes, which is probably why this friendship really like spiraled and worked out really well for us. It's because of the pandemic and just being locked up and not having really anyone to talk to. But I specific moment. All right, specific moment. It's funny because I love this game and we still play this game today, right? The Wizard 101. That game that you probably played and saw TV commercials for, like, back when you were a kid on, like, Disney Channel. Yeah, that game. I remember we were playing Minecraft, right? And he's like, I joined the VC one day, right? And Matthew happened to be there. And it's funny because he's like, yo, have you played Wizard 101? And I was like, yeah. Like, I love that game, right? Mind you, at this point, like, if I were, like, saying, like, oh, like, yeah, I play Wizard 101. Yeah, I did not, like, play Wizard 101, bro. Like, I really didn't that much. Like, I knew what the game was. Never made it past, like, the first world. Ooh, we're not gonna go in there. I don't want to deal with that zombie right now. I think we're gonna base up right here, by the way. But yeah, we played Wizard 101, and it was really cool because it's like it gave us that extra opportunity to, like, interact with each other. Obviously with, like, the one mutual friend there that we had. I don't even know if mutual is really the word for this, but yeah, like our one friend. And then over time, right, this was like maybe a month into this, and the mutual, I guess I should say this first. I left at around this time is like when I left this school. This has been high school, 9th grade. I started talking to Matthew more, and I stopped talking to this mutual friend, right, as we kind of just grew apart in a way. Not in a bad way. I still think he's like a cool person. I follow him on Insta. Doesn't follow me back, but whatever. It's fine. I still think about you, bro. But anyways, Anyways, that's besides the point. Me and Matthew started talking more and interacting just on our own accord. Like, yeah, yo, you want to play Wiz? Yo, you want to play Minecraft? Right? And it's like, damn, that's dope as fuck. This is a random guy that I basically met online. I'm now talking to, and I think that is literally the coolest thing ever, right? Like, we were just random. It's kind of a miracle. It's crazy because I think we really didn't like we came from a similar background. Like, oh yeah, we went to a smart school, but we never really like, as time went on, we both kind of like grew our own separate ways and started talking to more people. He kept on going down the smart path, and he's still a very smart person. I can appreciate him for that, you know, being someone smart in my life. That's like genuine and honest and cares. It feels great knowing that I have someone like that in my life. But what was I even saying? Oh my god, I'm getting so carried away with this. Now if we're, you know, jump forward a little bit, it was like around like 2-3 year span of just talking online, you know, and then one day we're finally like, yo, you want to link up? And I always phrase it like this to people. We met on Wizard 101, basically. You know, we went to Chick-fil-A. That's all we did. And genuinely, one of the coolest moments ever. Like, just imagine, right? You're talking to someone for 3 years. You finally get to meet them, and it's just like, dude, you're a real person, and I've shared so many emotions and thoughts and feelings with you, you know, in the least gay way. I'm straight, but side tangent. Anyways, but low key, I would. Yo, I'm just saying, if you wanna slide, bro, I'll let you. What the fuck? My door just opened. There's a fucking ghost. What is that shit? Yo, that's freaky. That's freaky, bro. What? Why did my door just open? Now there's crackling outside. It's raining. Oh, it's a rainy day, guys. But anyways, you know, I need to shut my window. Oh my. But yeah, if you want to slide, bro, just let me know. I'll keep it on the low. I guess that's really where the story kind of just doesn't end. But, you know, I still talk to him like pretty much it's kind of crazy. Like, I talk to him like every day, you know, or if not every day, you know, at least I'm keeping in touch. And I think that's so cool that we're still able to play games and, you know, in some ways, like, be that balance as we're growing. I think it's very important to like keep around sense of who you are as in childhood and being like this person, and not forgetting that like you came from a place and that will always be part of you in a sense. It doesn't always have to be a part of you, but you can appreciate the people that you're around because, yeah, they matter to you. You care about them and you want them to grow and be better. And life really is a goal of just trying to figure stuff out, right? You know, and I don't think there's a point to do it alone. I guess that's like a really big point I want to like make with this video. Life isn't really a battle you should be going on by yourself. Like, there's so much more with people and finding things, and it doesn't always. Can I craft a furnace? Oh my god. But, you know, like, there's so much more to like every interaction you do, and I think that's the big takeaway. You know, you want to share it with other people. Anyways, shout out Matthew, coolest motherfucker around. I guess our next friend, a little bit of an older friend, you know, older in the sense of like, I've known him longer than Matthew, and this one's an interesting one because I think that how we met is actually like pretty funny. Dude, we came from completely different backgrounds. Like, when I talk of different backgrounds, bro, this guy like has had some crazy stuff happen in his life. So that I could say, like, damn, bro, like, I'm so happy for you that you're doing so much better in just like life right now, going to college and doing all this stuff, and you act as like a very cool role model, and it's someone I can like look towards and be like, you know what? Sometimes you can interact with people that aren't the same as you, like getting out of that like echo chamber that a lot of people, I feel like get trapped into, where it's like, oh, rich people only hang around rich people. Oh, smart people only hang around smart people. I can understand your perspective on life. And yeah, it's something I can always look towards and be like, you know what? We're different and that is okay. We're not the same person. And I don't want to be the same person as you because that'll be boring. I like arguing with you sometimes, but if you bring up the Marvel rivals, bro, like Psylocke is still a piss easy character. Anyways, that's besides the point. Our next friend here, the second one, his name is Patrick, right? I don't know if I said that already. Hello, Patrick. How you doing? What was I even doing? I was just saying, I appreciate you because of what I just said. Like I said, I think it's nice to have someone that's opposing your opinions or is opposing a lot of things. And we met through a crazy way, which it's like, yeah, literally like in the baseball field in middle school, bro. Like, come on. Like, you just being like so competitive because you were in the sport, right? You're just like, oh, why are you not playing the game? Play the game, bro. It's not that deep. It's like, it's funny looking back because I was like, yeah, I was childish. It was funny, but it's like, that's how you met me. The kid that you thought was low key a pussy. I'm not going to say I'm not a pussy still, but like, come on, bro. Up your standards a little bit, man. You don't got to be friends with a pussy, but where this goes next though is actually really cool. So it was again around pandemic time, which, dude, honestly, people hating on the pandemic honestly are low-key kind of dumb. I just gotta say, dude, some of the best connections I've ever made are from this time frame. Obviously, like, I was in high school then, that's like the only thing that we were ever really doing is just sitting at home playing games. But it's crazy because we literally met through, again, friends of friends. We both played Fortnite, right, at the time, and it was like a thing of like, I was like the best controller player and he was like the best PC player in our school. It was funny because we both like talked about this before. Oh yeah, like we didn't know how to like interact with each other outside of just playing the game, right? But then once we like started playing the game and like really getting to know each other on a deeper level, like just philosophical talk, like just about life, goals, and like what we're really doing, meaning, purpose, and just what we actually interacted with. And in some ways, on the surface, we were so different of people. We really were. Even the way I phrased it at the start, right? It was like we looked like different people. We looked? No, even on the surface, we were different people. We came from different backgrounds, but in some way we were the most similar in our mindset. We were like very alike, and to that I can appreciate you for being that person that is out of the norm. You taught me a valuable lesson of, hey, like, I don't have to be the same as you to enjoy being around you. You made me want to take more risk and interact with more people. And again, you're a person I still talk to and I appreciate every living moment for, because honestly, this is getting more personal, but like, I think some moments, and oh my God, look at this view. Holy shit. This is beautiful. We're making a window here. This is dope. I think through our many, games we've played and over the time, I can look at you and be like, you're a reliable person that I can always look at and be like, we're different. We go in our own different paths, but you are someone I will always care for and always look out for. And I hope you can look out for me in the future, especially when like we grow older, have kids, all that. You're going to be one of the people that is going to be at my wedding one day, for sure. No doubt. So impactful to everything. And I guess that leads us into our next group of people. And a group of people. This is a group of people. Now, this one's going way back. This is like childhood friend territory. Context, again. Back when I was like little, like my parents and stuff put us in like this daycare, right? We can't be at the house alone at like when we're like 9 years old, so we have to go somewhere. And these are people, this group of people that I basically known since I was wearing diapers, right? From what I know, from what my parents tell me. Like, we've known each other since we were in diapers. And I believe it. I believe it. I guess why I can appreciate these people is, again, it's that sense of childhood, something you don't see that often. But in particular with this group, it's almost like a bond that can't be broken because they're just there. They were always there. Like, why would I, like, I appreciate you for being there. You're always there, even though I don't talk to you that much, you know? Being able to share a bond with someone, like, this is how you know they're close. You can share a bond with them, and they literally, it could be 4-5 months apart, or even, there was a time frame where I didn't talk to these people for like literally years, like throughout all of high school, middle school. I basically didn't talk to these people. Just one day, you know, I was like, I had a grad party, right? They literally came. They came. From that day forward, we all kind of like made a promise to each other that like, hey, we're going to be more involved with each other's lives. And a few months later, we're having another party where you like, right? And meeting up with each other, having like another thing, like back when we were in daycare and stuff, we had like these like Christmas parties and whatever, and we were like, you know what, like, why not like try to have something like that where we can all regroup and talk to each other, have a good time, and just put life on the back burner for a moment and really just appreciate like one another, you know, appreciate the fact that we want to see each other grow. It's funny because we share so many random memories that literally like all come back to you when you talk to them again, and it's like, damn, like we really were and are still so close, and we want to share more memories. And even now we're having another get together. It's probably going to be another great experience that hopefully we could tell all our kids one day, you know. And maybe because see, another thing that's really cool about this is like all our parents are like friends too, and it's funny because it's like they have their own dynamic, and then we have our own dynamic as the kids, and then we have like little age sections in the group, you know, where like we have like some of the older kids and then the younger kids. You know, our families are all conjoined in a way, and it's like they are basically family. That's something you can't break. Can't break that. Family is there forever, and they will always be there no matter what. Back to what I was saying though, like, appreciate it. If I were to take one thing away from y'all, is that you guys don't ever, you're not scared. You really bring out like a scared. What am I saying? I think you guys really bring out a part of me that is authentic. I think using you guys as almost like a way to express who I really am and who I want to be, and I can use that as a guide to like how I want to express myself. To that, I can say, let's have more fun, because I think it's hard to sometimes be yourself, especially when, you know, you're at work, you know, it's like all these things, you're out in public. Sometimes it's just, I get that they're like, you know, you're not going to always be the same person like online or like in a group setting or around people you don't know, because that's human nature. Like you're not going to 100% be your authentic self. So having this sense of people that I can be around and be myself really opens up my confidence, who I want to talk to and who I like surrounding myself with. And that's something I can't ever replicate. Again, you're basically family. Like what do I say? And oh, it's also, if you guys see me like looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at my OBS right now. Like I'm just trying to make sure like everything's running smooth and like, you know, like all day, you know. But anyways, I guess I don't really know how to like wrap this up. Actually, I think I know how to wrap this up. Killing the spider real quick. Post editing me. Yeah, thinking about this is hard and honestly kind of fucking emotional, dude. Like, you know, I'm surprised I haven't shed a tear once this entire time. But you know, we're grown up. We're an adult. We can handle things. I think a final note that I can really hone in on is, I'm gonna pause the game real quick. Let's tap back into this. I think a final note with this is to viewers and to honestly family. Speaking of which, shout out my family. Honestly, goated. You are the best. And I like, it's small mention. I know it's kind of last minute, but trust me, I appreciate you more in so many ways. I guess to wrap this up, I think growing up, right, as life starts to fill out and more things open up and the more people you meet, sometimes it's hard to find the same connections you did when you were a kid. And when you have a foundation of people and almost like a network in a way, where you can just fall back and just think for a second, like, dude, I know life is hard, but I will make it through this. Something like work, right? For example, I work in a kitchen, right? It was, stressful, right? And I think coming home and, hopping on the game or even coming home to a group of friends waiting there to have a good time with you, celebrate basically life as it is and growing and like literally like we were celebrating birthdays and stuff and or like back to what I was saying, but like the game, right? Hopping on the game and having a friend that's there or even someone calling you, right? While you're just voice crack, voice crack, voice crack. Fuck, we're 21. We're going to 21 and we can't stop voice cracking. When will this stop? When will it stop? Anyways. I think there's something so special about falling back onto these people and having someone who cares about you in your life. And to that, I could say is just appreciate that. Literally, like, it could literally be your fucking... It could be anything. It could be a dog. It could be a book. It could be me. If you want it to be me, sure. Shout out Twitch. Shout out my Twitch. Fuck it. We're living the same life and we're going through it together. Like, why not? Right? Is this not parasocial? I think this is pretty parasocial. But having things in your life that truly mean something or can reciprocate or even understand you in how you feel and where you're striding and just listens. It's such a powerful thing. A fucking insanely powerful thing that people don't appreciate enough or just get bogged down by all like the negative stuff that goes on around you. Sometimes it's the small, this sounds so fucking cliche, but it's the small, simple things, right, that really add up to being, but it's the small things that count. And to that, and no matter how bad your day is, just know that people have your back. People want you to succeed. You're not a nobody. You're not just some random person that's alone. You have feelings. You are human. You exist. You're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna have a good day. And it's about how you carry it. What am I saying? You could say like life sucks. It's not gonna get any better. Oh my god. The world's ending. I'm in my 30s. You matter to a lot of people. And you may just not know it. Just how like I did. I didn't really know it at the time, right in the moment. But I can reflect on it and be like, yeah, these are people I want in my life. These are things I can fall back on and appreciate. And I hope years to come from now, I could still appreciate these connections, even if they end. Who knows? Fucking Matthew, you could get hit by a bus or something. Don't wish it upon you, knock on wood. But if you did, I'm still gonna appreciate that for what you did for me, and I'm gonna carry that, not in a way of sorrow, but in a way of inspiring me to move forward. And for that, and for every other connection that I didn't mention, I love you, truly. You made me the person I am and pushed me through a lot of hard times personally. Yeah. I think I'm satisfied. Again, I just wanted to say love you all. You stayed this long. I think that's all I gotta say. I'm going to bed. Good night.